Hello, everyone. So, we're going to build this platform as we go. Right now, I kind of have like a dear diary moment as to where one of my girlfriends, um, so let's start off. Dear diary, I spent a weekend with a few girlfriends, and I had a gentleman friend call me on the phone. And one of my girlfriends, actually, both of them, were so intrigued by how I verbally communicated with this male friend that contacted me on the phone. They were so intrigued by my tone and my voice. They were so intrigued by the way I responded to his questions, the way that he was talking to me as well. And it prompted me to do this video and title it "The Power of Femininity." Um, this is a particular male friend that encourages me to operate in my femininity. I have come across a couple of males, men, masculine energy, who I I didn't operate completely in my feminine energy, and I didn't like that. So I discontinued communicating with him. So back to my girlfriends, they were just so intrigued by, like I said, just my tone of voice and um, how slow I was to respond, um, the way that I asked questions, and the way that I got what I wanted at this particular time from this male energy, this masculine man, this man. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I think when you operate in your feminine energy, that it's a blessing. And I've learned that even when I'm around masculine women, and let me clarify that, um, not women who are gay or LGBTQ or whatever the category that may come to your mind, but just simply heterosexual women, possibly, who are operating in their masculine energy. I've even learned that this energy benefits me around them as well. Um, to smell good, to look good, and to allow them to basically do all of the work. So let's go through this phone call with this individual. I don't believe I had seen him for quite some time, but I wanted something that he was able to provide me. And it's always divine with him too. Like, he ended up calling me up. I wasn't able to answer because I was entertaining with my girlfriends, but I called him back. And as I stated, he encourages my femininity, or I don't know if I'm trying to think of another word for it. So if you have the word, then maybe you can put it in the comments. But he encourages my femininity to come out. So when I spoke with him, I lightened my voice, I softened my voice. It wasn't as different as it was now, but it was noticeably different, right? And whenever I communicate with him, I do that. I don't even know if it's on purpose now. It might, or if it's like, intentional. I think it's just innate at this moment. So I lighten my voice. Um, I allow him to speak. I think that's another critical thing that they were very intrigued by. My girlfriends were very intrigued by that I allowed him to talk. A lot of times, ladies say that, my friend, my boyfriend, my husband, whoever, he doesn't talk, he doesn't share with me, he doesn't um, divulge information with him. Well, ask yourself, do you allow him to speak without interrupting him? Do you overtalk him? Do you do most of the talking? I feel like this feminine energy is clever and witty and smart and laid back. I could be wrong, but as I continue to explore it and just talk about the things that I was innately doing that I didn't even notice until my girlfriends pointed it out. And then they pointed out how I was getting so many wonderful benefits from guys in general because of this femininity, right? So, do you allow him to talk? Do you cut him off? Do you encourage conversation? Encourage conversation is asking open ended questions, not correcting him if he's wrong, um, just listening to him, being an ear to listen. Laughing, if you give them an opportunity, if you give men an opportunity to talk, you may find that some of the things that they say are silly or are actually funny or whatever the case. Now, another thing that I did when he said something that I did not like, I would press mute. Now, this may or may not work for you, so you don't have to do this. But I would press mute and I would say what was actually on my mind and what really came across my mind. And that would give me an opportunity to first express myself and to think out loud and to think internally and then to decide what to actually say. And sometimes nothing was needed. Now, I'm not saying don't stand up for yourself, okay? Don't allow people to be respectful. If you're hanging around men who are being disrespectful, then that should be a red flag for you, just regardless, to let them go. Don't be disrespected, okay? And don't be disrespectful. So after the phone call, I gave them, they started asking questions and I gave them some words of advice, some things that I just simply do. And hopefully that's what this channel will be. You going on a voyage with me as I simply journey through my femininity and explore the benefits of being softer and putting effort into myself and taking care of myself. And, of course, we always want gifts and trinkets, and how I'm winning when I come in contact with men as well as masculine women. So join me. I'll be back. Take care.